to my channel, Brian the Floridian. Great to see you guys back. Hope you guys are doing well. Today is a sort of a kind of a blade review. I bought these blades probably a few weeks ago, and I did a review on these several videos back. These Dorco Titans, and I was really impressed about how well they shave. These are made in Vietnam, so I believe Dorco has shifted some of their blade production to Vietnam. But saw these, used them, was fairly impressed. These are one of my favorite blades to use lately, but decided to try out this blade right here, which is the Dorco Primes. I've done a video about these review a while back, maybe a few years ago when they first came out. These haven't been, this particular blade has been out for about 5 or 6 years, and Dorco's always had the Dorco ST301s and also 300s, and they came out with this one, like I said, 5 years ago. And I did a review on those blades when they first came out, and they were actually they were pretty decent blades. They were actually made in South Korea, and come to find out, saw these on Amazon, saw where they were manufactured at, and they are actually manufactured in the same place as the Dorco Titans, made in Vietnam. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It's right there. This camera can focus. So anyway, same packaging, same hologram looking label right there. Same, I mean, everything is the same. It's the same packaging, guys, but these are made in Vietnam. So they somehow, between the last year or two, they shifted production to their, I guess, their state-of-the-art plant in Vietnam. I was really surprised about how well the Dorco Titans perform. Let's try these out, see if these are any better than the old Dorco Primes, if they're the same blade, or if they even match the same performance. But I'm gonna be doing a test shave, and I got one out already. And the one thing I like about Dorco blades is they come with these little plastic containers, and there's 10 blades in each pack. So they come with these plastic containers. Great looking label there, has the little mustache, like I said, the silver hologram looking label. And it says HD on it too also, which means, I believe it says, that means premium technology or high quality. That's what the HQ means. I think it said HQ actually. So still one of the few blade makers that actually still makes a plastic blade return, you know, like a blade, to put all your used blades in there when you're done using them. So like a blade bank. So pretty cool. I love the packaging on these blades. A lot more involved in this thing. You know, the cardboard Dorco Titan. It's just basically the blades are in here. But Dorco Prime actually has a nice packaging going on with them, with the with the blades packs. And I just want to show you guys. Also, this is pretty cool. It also says, I never really noticed this. It says, since 1955, Dorco Company Ltd. Korea. And also on the side right here, I never really noticed that. That was kind of funny. It says soft, as a picture of a feather, cutting and long. So I'm not sure what the soft means, but maybe for soft hairs. But I think they're trying to get an impression of it. It's a long-lasting blade that cuts well. So, but anyway, pretty funny little thing on the back, at least in my opinion. So I'll be using this blade. I'm gonna do a blade review and see how well these blades shave compared to the old Dorco Primes. I'm gonna be using them in my, actually this will be the first use of the blade in my Merkur 38C. So this is the long-handled version of the Merkur 34C. Really a beautiful razor. I love this razor. It's a 2-piece razor. You just put the blade in there, put it in there, put it up to the post, just stick it back in there. And nice long handle. This is the barber pole handle. So this is basically, like I said, the longer big brother version of the 34C. So I'll be using the blade review in this razor. And soap I'm gonna be using is my Stirling Triumph shaving soap. Great stuff. This is like, the scent is supposed to be inspired by Poker Rabanne Invictus, which is one of my favorite colognes to wear. So I'll be looking for this shave. And a great soap to use for a blade review too, by the way. Anyway, guys, let me wash my face, get my brush fully loaded up and lathered up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Did a nice hot shower earlier, and I just washed my face, ready for that first pass. But I failed to mention the brush I'm using, which is the Semogue Owners Club. This is the Boar knot. So I got it fully loaded up with that Stirling Triumph soap. But one thing I want to point out with the blades also, they come out of this little wrap here, which is kind of nice. Has the Dorco Prime logo on there. So these are individually wrapped blades in that pack. And the blade itself looks pretty nice. Pretty nice looking labeling there. Just has the Dorco, let's show it around here, Dorco Prime stamped on the blade. So nice looking blade. So we'll put that in the razor here. As you can tell, this is the first use of the blade. So looking forward to trying these blades. So I don't know what happened with with Dorco moving a lot of their production to Vietnam. I guess they built a big plant, maybe a state-of-the-art manufacturing plant in Vietnam to kind of make their razors also. I'm not sure if they make their razors there, but I know they're making some of their blades there, especially the Titans. And from reading online, they make the ST300s also in Vietnam, as well as these newer Dorco Prime blades. So let's put that, let me go ahead and rinse my face again. A little bit of water, sorry guys. Get it wet one more time and get this face loaded up with the soap. Been a little while since I used a Boar brush, so I had it soaking it in water for about 10 minutes, give or take, during my shower. Nothing like a good, decent Boar brush every once in a while to do a shave with. One of my favorite knots to use are these Semogue knots, and also, actually one of my favorite Boar brushes to use besides this is the Stirling one. The Stirling Boar brush is really nice too. Nice big knot, especially when it's broken in. Yeah, these owners club knots are very, very luxurious when you break them in. Ooh, a little bit of hair right there. When you break them in and get the split ends on the Boar hair fibers, very soft but nice backbone too. Look at that lather, very, very nice lather. I feel like the lather's exploding off this brush. Yeah, very nice Semogue Boar brush. Love their brushes, by the way. They're Boars, Semogue and Stirling. Best Boars in my opinion. All right, let me move this, get the soap off the snot track here. And I'll try that one pass. Let me do the first pass with the grain with the Dorco Prime blade. This is the 38C Merkur. So I gave the Dorco Titan blades a pretty decent. When I did the review, I thought they were really great blades. Very, very smooth, plenty sharp. I would say medium sharp. Not the sharpest blades around, but by all means, not as sharp as feather, but man, they're plenty sharp enough. And I can get about 5 or 6 shaves off of Dorco Titan blade. So I'm looking to see how well these are. And I can tell you right now, these are nice and smooth also. Plenty sharp. Not really sure what they're coated. I mean, these are coated with the platinum. These are stainless steel blades coated with platinum, as a lot of their Dorco blades are. I think Dorco, the Dorco 300s and quite possibly the 301s STs are stainless steel coated with platinum too. but not really sure what the Dorco Titans are coated with. Doesn't really say in the box anywhere. Well, these are definitely coated with platinum, and they're nice, making a nice cutting. Performing well, cutting the hair. Yeah, pretty easy cutting the hair. Very smooth. And by the way, let me look at this box one more time. So the Dorco Titans doesn't really say what it just says new cutting edge technology. It doesn't say what they're coated with. And I looked inside, I couldn't find anything about if they're coated with Teflon or platinum. But I know for sure these are coated with platinum on the stainless steel blade. So I'm going to finish that shave. And folks, if you love Pucker One Invictus Cologne, it smells just like it. Very, very nice. Just has that aquatic, masculine scent, as you would know from using that cologne. And this is spot on. I don't know how I'm not sure how Rod does his soaps, making his soaps scents, but I would say most of them are pretty spot on. His cologne scents are spot on. I just used a Stirling green, and that smells exactly like Polo Green, in my opinion, from Ralph Lauren. So great soap scents. Can't go wrong with anything, any cologne inspired soap made by Stirling. Because Rod, his scent, the way he does his fragrant oils, his scents are top notch. Definitely great soap and great performance too. All right, guys, great shave. Oh, got a little nick right there. Very small nick there. But other than that, pretty smooth first pass. No problem getting my hair off the face. I have about a day and a half of growth in my face. So not a whole lot of hair, but definitely a little bit to notice that this blade did cut off a lot of this hair. So got a smooth first pass. But anyway, guys, let me rinse my face and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Ready for the second pass here. Pretty impressed with that prime blade. That was a great shave. Great first pass with the Dorco Prime. To be honest with you, I ran out of my South Korean made Dorco Prime blades probably about a year ago. And to me, those were great blades. I mean, those were, to me, they were pretty comparable to like the Astras, the Platinum Astras, or even the Vashkods. Just a great all-around blade. And I was wondering with the production going to Vietnam if these would be the same, and so far, I mean, even with one pass, I can tell that their quality hasn't dropped at all. Great taking off the hair, nice smooth so far. All right, guys, let's go across the grain here with the 38C. And this is a beautiful razor, by the way. I love this razor. I think this is still in the $50 to $60 range. I'm not sure how much these are, but just a great razor. If you like the 34C, this is a great razor to get if you like that type of razor. If you want to like a longer handle with if you have big hands, thicker, longer handle. And it's really beautiful razor too. Yeah, with all the new razors out there, the Rockwells, Rex Ambassadors, the Merkur razor, Henson, all the new razors there. You hardly ever see people using these, but the 38C, but the Merkurs are great razors still. I mean, in my opinion, they're going to be around for a long time because they're just simply great razors to still use. And for the price, you can't beat it. They're not stainless steel razors by all means, but they're, you know, they chrome alloy, but still, this should last you for a long time. There's still definitely some heft to this razor. Decent craftsmanship by Merkur. Yeah, this blade is really good. I would say this is probably equal or maybe even a little bit more smoother than the old Dorco primes. All right, let's go a little bit more soap underneath the gills right here. But Dorco is a big player. I mean, their razor blades, I mean, they were probably one of the first razor blades I ever used in when I started wet shaving. I got a 100 pack of the 301s when I first got into wet shaving. Great blade. They were made in South Korea, and I believe they still make them there. But you know, they were the stainless steel platinum coated blades, just like the these Dorco primes are. Maybe a little bit less sharp, less smooth, but you know, middle, you know, a good middle tier blade, but great blade. I remember I got some in a sample pack, and I just bought 100 of them because I liked them right off the bat, and they were great for coarse hair, like I have coarse hair. But Dorco's been around for a while. Did a little research on their history. And like I said, they've been around since 1955. They were actually called Dongyang Light Metal Industries, and they were actually founded in 1955. And they were originally making zippers and knives. So they started making razor blades. I think they came out with their first carbon razor blade in 1961. And by that time, they changed their name. They changed their name from the Dongyang Light Metal Industries name to the Hanil Industries name. That was their name for at least a few years until 1961, I believe. But anyway, so came out with their first blade, their first razor blade in 1961, carbon fiber razor blade, and it was their first, you know, it was Korea's first razor blade, you know, under the name Dorco. So a lot of people were using it. They started selling like a lot of their blades in different markets, and even today they have. I think their blades are in 130 different markets, countries around the world. And when they first made their razor blades, they started making, you know, cartridge razors. You know, they started making over the years the Pace, which is the 6-bladed cartridge razor that I think they still make it now, but you know, for a while they were called Hanil's Industries. And they wanted to kind of put the Dorco name into their name. You know, that's the name of their razor blade. So they adopted the name Dorco, which means Dongyang Dio. That's where the Dio comes from. And I believe R comes from razor, and CO comes from company. So Dongyang Razor Company is the long name version for Dorco. So they got their name change in January 1st. The first year in 1990. So they changed their name officially to Dorco back in 1990. And the rest is history. They just kept making double-edged razor blades, made a bunch of different cartridge razors, started making stuff for women razors too also. But definitely a major player in today's market. I mean, you see their blades, their razor. I think they make a lot of the razors for Dollar Shave Club, I believe. I think they make their cartridge razors, and their razor blades are actually in different drugstores. The generic razor blades you see in, I want to say, Walgreens and Dollar General are Dorcos. Even they don't say their name on it, but if they're made in Vietnam or South Korea, they're probably gonna be Dorco blades. But pretty big company. They came pretty far since 1955. All right, guys, that's a shave. Very smooth. Very, very impressed with this Dorco Prime blade. Other than that nick from the first pass, been relatively smooth blade, plenty sharp. I mean, I can stop right now because my face is pretty smooth, but I'll do that third pass and see how well this blade does for 3 passes. But pretty impressed, guys. Stirling soap is working. The 38C is great with this blade. I am very happy with this shave. Rinse my face, guys, and I will be right back. All right, guys, back to my final pass here. Oops, see if I can get more soap off this brush here for that last pass. Might need a little bit more water in my brush here. Yeah, a little bit more water is good. There you go. Yeah, this boar brush is broken in really nicely. Nice soft tips, nice backbone. Just a perfectly broken in boar brush. I know the rage right now. All the praise is for the Badger brushes, and also synthetics. But man, these boars are great. So definitely don't underestimate a boar brush that's broken in, because you really get a good quality shave, especially if you like backbone from a boar knot that's broken in properly, for sure. Yeah, nice lather. Plenty of lather for the last pass. Just need a little bit more water in the brush. All right, guys, against the grain here. So hope you guys are doing well. It's been raining in Florida a lot lately. It's been raining almost every day, like clockwork. Super nice during the day until about 3 o'clock, and it starts dumping. The whole sky will just turn black and start dumping water. Just got back from vacation this past week. Took the family out into an RV. We went to this campground called Disney's Fort Wilderness, which is actually on Disney property in Orlando. It's a campground, which is a resort. So they have these places where you can park your RV there. Either rent an RV, park an RV, or you can even tent camp there if you want to. They have some nice comfort stations there, showers and bathrooms, so people can camp out if they want to, really rough it. We did the RV thing, but really enjoyed it. Really nice. They have they have a couple of nice pools there. They have all kinds of activities there. Horseback. They actually have a stable there, so you can go horseback riding. You can do you can go fishing there. There's actually like a little lake that you take the boat to get to Disney World across the. I think it's called the Seven Seas Lagoon. You can take the boat from the dock from Fort Wilderness and get to other different resorts like Contemporary Hotel and also Wilderness Lodge, and I think there's other few hotels you can take their boat to, their ferry. But you can go fishing, you can go boating. Pretty cool campground. I mean, I'll leave some pictures there if I can on the video so you guys can see. But you can also bring your golf cart or rent one there, and also kind of, drive all over the grounds there, the roads there. It's actually like almost like a little town. Hard to explain, but there's a couple restaurants on site. They have a dinner show there. Like I said, horseback riding. They have a big pool with a slide and a small pool. There's a lot of stuff to do there. So we've been wanting to do this for quite a while, and it was fun. My daughter enjoyed it, our family enjoyed it, and plus you get to camp out. So we cooked on the grill, and it was pretty cool. So that was our vacation last week. So, but getting back to the shave, nice, man. This blade is really nice. Yeah, very smooth, man. Baby bomb smooth. Definitely Definitely sharp enough, smooth enough. Pretty impressed with this blade. I would say it is even maybe a very half step better than this right here. This is an awfully good blade, a Dorco Titan, but I'm thinking the Dorco Prime is probably even a little bit better since they moved production to Vietnam. I don't know why. I mean, they must have a cutting edge factory in Vietnam that their quality control must be awesome there. I mean, production, the way they make their blades, there's something special going on in Vietnam with Dorco, and I kind of like it. I think they're making some great blades. All right, guys, let me rinse my face, get my face fully rinsed out, get the post shave, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, like for the post shave, so I'll be using the Stirling Triumph Aftershave. This is like this small bottle here. So I bought this set, I want to say like before, it might have been on Black Friday or so. They offered a 3-ounce set and also a 2-ounce aftershave. So I like this. I actually love this size because I can actually go through this a lot faster and use this and not worry about having like soaps, you know, forever sitting back in my shave bin. So props to Rod for coming out with this size. Hopefully I'll come out with more 3-ounce sizes of soaps and the smaller aftershaves. But let's put this on the face. This is an alcohol-based aftershave. And I can tell you right now, it smells, like I said, it smells spot on with Invictus. Very, very spot on. And scent strength on the aftershave is pretty heavy, pretty strong. I would say this is probably about an 8 or 9. So you can probably use this for cologne if you wanted to. But definitely, you would definitely have someone smelling you probably about an hour or two, maybe 2 or 3 hours later. This is great stuff. And I meant to say the scent strength on the soap is probably about 7 or 8. So pretty strong scent strength and good quality as always with Stirling soaps. Their performance has been consistently great ever since they came out. So I just love this. This is one of the artists I love in my collection. So the brush I used was the Semogue Owners Club. I didn't show you guys before I started, but this is what it looks like without the soap on the on the knot. Just a nice looking brush. Just a simple wooden handle with the engraved on there. Kind of cool looking. So I think I got this for, when I bought this a few months ago, I think it was maybe it was before the year started. I think these were like going for like around $30, maybe 25 to 30 somewhere. They just dropped the price on these on Amazon, so they were pretty reasonable to get. Not sure how much they are now, but guys, if you're looking for a nice board brush, if you want to spring for one that's pretty inexpensive, this is the one to get. Great brush. Razor I used was a 38 Merkur C. They call this the HD sometimes, heavy duty, because of the big handle and the barber pole handle. Nice long handle, just a beautiful looking razor. And this razor does well with this blade. I think this blade does well with any razor really, Dorco Prime. Really impressed with this blade, thoroughly impressed. I like the way it shaves. This is probably one of the best razor blades out there right now. If you're looking for an all-around blade that can do everything, this is probably going to be close to, very, very close to being it. Not quite as sharp as Feather, but man, these are sharp. These are nice and sharp and smooth. Like I said, probably, I would say these are like a step up from the Astras. Maybe even the Vashkon. Yeah, this is gonna probably be my top 5 pretty soon because this is a nice blade. I mean, I was really impressed with the the Dorco Titan, but man, this is really gonna be a good blade for me to use and enjoy probably the next few weeks or months or years. But really impressed with the manufacturing from Vietnam. I mean, hopefully all these blades are consistently great quality-wise, but thoroughly impressed. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment below if you guys use these new blades from Dorco, these primes. I mean, I wouldn't say the new blades, but newly made in Vietnam. Let me know what you guys think. What's your thoughts? Leave them in the comments below. I want to see what you guys think about these blades. But I'm loving them. They're great blades. But guys, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my review. First time using one of these blades actually today. This is the first blade I've ever used out of this pack, so like I said, can't beat this. Oh yeah, price $9.99 on Amazon, so you can't beat the price on these two. $9.99 for 100 blades with the plastic blade bank. I mean, that's a pretty awesome deal. And I believe this is like going for like, I want to say $7.99, maybe about $8. So good quality blades for less than $10. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your shaves. Hope you guys have a good week, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.